Welcome to the Nevada Child Seekers virtual classroom. Today's subject, how to spot possible human trafficking during events. Nevada Child Seekers is trained by law enforcement, the FBI, and the Department of Homeland Security. Today's workshop is voiced by Margarita Edwards, the Executive Director for Nevada Child Seekers. This video is made possible by the generous donations of the Engelstad Family Foundation, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Foundation, and the United States Department of Justice. In this video, you will learn what human trafficking is, how it happens, ways to spot it, and most importantly, how to report it. Human trafficking is modern-day slavery. It involves exploiting a person through force, fraud, or coercion for the purpose of forced labor, commercial sex, or both. Victims of human trafficking include men, women, boys, and girls. How does it happen? Victims are usually lured with the promise of a better life. Once their predators gain their trust, the nightmare begins. There are three common factors: force, the violation or threat of violence to a person; fraud, debt bondage, deceitful labor recruitment; coercion, emotional manipulation, threat of law enforcement, immigration, or threat on the family. Trafficking victims are kept in bondage through a combination of fear, intimidation, abuse, and psychological controls. To give you an idea of how widespread trafficking is in the United States, here is a map provided by Polaris. Do you see where you live? Take a quick look. It happens everywhere. Especially with the internet, many of our predators find their victims through social media. According to the Department of State, the top 3 states with the most human trafficking activity are California, New York, and Texas. From one coast to the next, everything in between is known as the trafficking highways. Victims are transported. Victims are hidden. And many times, victims are children. California Against Slavery reported that 3 of the 10 worst child sex trafficking areas in the United States are San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Diego. With the Las Vegas area just being miles away, you can imagine the type of victimization that is happening while moving victims from one city, one state, sometimes one country to the next. Las Vegas has a global reach in tourism. It is very difficult to track the victims of sex or human trafficking, as many of them are just brought here for days. Your call could be the one that saves a life. We would also like to educate our viewers on media versus real life. The media tends to usually show victims of trafficking appear to be distraught, in chains, bound, and gagged. Although this is real, this workshop is focused on possible trafficking during large events. During these events, trafficking victims will not appear to be frightened. They will not appear to be in harm's way. They will not appear to be forced. Many trafficking victims are brought to sporting events, festivals, concerts, and public arenas. We will teach you 5 indicators during such events of potential human trafficking. But first, understand many of our victims live in fear every day. They fear no one will believe them. They are threatened with harm if they display any signs of resistance. Many times predators use their children and family safety as leverage. Predators extort their victims on a daily basis. Here are the signs. During a public arena, you may see 1. A group of victims walking together. 2. A trafficker that is watching the victim's interactions with the public, usually from afar, but not too far. They remain with a victim's line of sight. Number 3, the trafficker gives hand signals to the victims to let them know if they approve or disapprove of the people they are talking to. Number 4, the victims may be overheard asking patrons if they want to party or like to party, etc. Number 5, the victims must check in with the trafficker often. In many occasions, an employee will begin to notice this if they see this happening or you think it may be happening during an event. Please contact security immediately, call law enforcement, or call 911. Never engage with the victim, as this could put your life and their life in danger. Did you know the Super Bowl is commonly known as the single largest human trafficking incident in the United States? To learn how you can help find missing children or rescue child victims of trafficking, you can get a hold of Free International or Call to Rescue, our national partners in the fight. Remember, if it looks wrong, it probably is. The National Human Trafficking Hotline is 1-888-3737-888. With many of our visitors having an everything goes attitude, many are drawn to the lure of commercial sex. Let's be clear, prostitution is illegal in Clark County. For more resources for the National Human Trafficking Hotline, call 1-888-3737-8888. Or text the words "Be Free" to 233-733. Thank you for watching. If you do have any questions, you can call us at 702-458-7009 or email us at info@nevadachildseekers.org. Also visit our website, nevadachildseekers.org, for more resources, training, and to view our missing child flyers. You can help our children come home safely. Thank you for watching.